Your Lordship, the presiding judge, Your Lordship, Justice Mrima, Your Ladyship, Justice Mugambi, I will be brief. A famous quotation says that while the legislature is the will of the majority, the court must always remain the conscience of society. That is the spirit of the Constitution 2010, and that spirit has been reiterated time and again by this court. Mine is two tasks before this court today. I will be going through a panoramic vista of the authorities before this court, and finally, I will go through the political question doctrine, something that has quite excited the other side, and to debunk the myth that the political question doctrine in any way applies in the context of the Constitution 2010. We are dealing here with an application for the preservation of conservatory orders, and insofar as the application in petition E15 is concerned in terms of prayer D and E, extension of those conservatory orders to cover the entirety of the proceedings pending judgment and determination. My senior colleagues have gone through the essence and the reasons why conservatory orders ought to be granted. Mine is just to buttress this, that I will add this court to look at the decision in David D and others. That was a 5-judge bench decision led by Professor Justice Joel Ngugi as he was then. And in paragraph 29 of their ruling, that is dated 26th February 2024, and in that decision, quoting a decision from the Supreme Court of Appeal in Nigeria, United Cement Company versus Dangote Industries, the court says that conservatory orders are prophylactic. They are intended to save the substratum of petitions. And as been ably demonstrated by my colleagues before me, we will sit at monumental auditing, the perfect storm in the teacup, when we allow certain processes to happen, including the swearing in of Professor Kithure Kindiki, who argued with me the BBI decision, that if his swearing in should go on, then these petitions will be rendered academic. That certainly should not be the legacy of this court. This court, in the context ably articulated by my learned senior, Mwalimu Elisha Ongoya. We have provided a couple of cases in our submissions to buttress what my learned senior, Mr. Kibe Mungai, has articulated in terms of the tests in Getirao Munya. We have the case of Kang'ethe Kinyanjui, the Nolak case. These have been attached to a list of authorities. They express, in terms of fine legal distillation, what will mean by an arguable case, and in terms of that infamous term that was bandied here before, the term nugatory, it has been judicially defined. You look at what the Court of Appeal in Kang'ethe Kinyanjui and Nolek define nugatory to mean. In terms of public interest, we will invite this honorable court to look at the case of Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission versus Professor Tom Ojenda and associates and others, whereby the Supreme Court says that an additional limb to be examined is public interest. And we have labored in our submissions, Your Lordship, the presiding judge, to itemize 7 items of why the Constitution, as was articulated by my learned senior Ongoya, why the Constitution qualifies as the highest embodiment of public interest. We are here